So we spoke just before we started the interview earlier, and we were kind of talking about the point at which you almost lost hope in succeeding. Tell us a bit about that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think just in my own history, that's kind of where I was getting to there. It was like, we've done the 3 years in the studio, 4 years in the studio. Kind of just got to the end of doing a very long album project with a band, and just kind of losing a bit of kind of belief in myself. You know, I think it actually came after a laptop failure, which is just one of those things that comes out of left field, and I basically lost a hard drive with a year's worth of work on it. One of those things that happens to everybody, and doesn't happen to me anymore now that it's happened once. I think it has to happen once. But once you have a big kind of catastrophic moment where you're like, I've made a huge mistake here, and then you just kind of question everything, I think. And I got to a point where I was, again, for the first time since leaving college, I was in a deep depression, and very, very lucky that my wife, who I've been with for a very long time, kind of saw it and was able to kind of keep my spirits up a bit, and enough to kind of get me through the period. But I was just at the end of kind of trying to be in a band or trying to be a rock star, because it's one of those dreams that when it really doesn't work out, it can hit you quite hard, you know, because you've put so much time into it. And literally, as I was getting to the end of that idea and just resigning to the fact that I'd always be in the background, which was absolutely fine with me. I'll be happy to go back there when this all dies down again. But yeah, it was just that period where I was like, okay, maybe I'm just not meant to be up on a stage.
Wow.
And then literally got a call from a lighting guy that I was working with on Bipolar Empire, and he's like, do you know any bass players? And I was like, you've known me for years. Do you not know that I play bass? Like, this is literally my whole life I've been a bass player. So yeah, it was literally about 3 weeks later that I met the guys in Kodaline, and they had just signed their first deal. Everything was starting to work. They had the song All I Want, and they played me that. I think we were in like the restaurant part of Pygmalion, and as they say, the rest is history, really. I rang them the next day. I was like, here, I'll stop whatever I'm doing, just get me in.
You were all in.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So what an amazing story, actually. That's unbelievable. So yeah, and it's important because a lot of people break at that point and they don't push on, but I think you're a shining example of what can happen when you just don't give up.